I do have the forms with me tonight that he was talking about. It's this form. If anybody hasn't done it, I would strongly encourage the community to get on board. We've gotten wind from the High Speed Rail Authority, from Michelle Bohm, that we didn't get much of a response from Agua Dulce, but there was a pretty strong response from Acton.
Now, is that the same form that they handed out at the meeting on the 11th? Okay.
At the library? Yes, it is. It's just that they extended it, they gave us an extra 12 days, and so...
Well, we can show that we appreciate that by sending more responses.
Absolutely. If there's still people that need to do it, I will help them. And like he said, it was in the Country Journal. We did a computation of all of our comments that Jackie Air, I don't know how many people here are familiar with Jackie, but without Jackie, we wouldn't be where we are today. And I wish I could say that with her standing here, but we've got pages and pages of our comments between Kim Roth and Jackie Air. They took all of our comments, put them together, because you can't just fill out the form and say, I don't want the high-speed rail. It's got to be specific. It's got to be, you know, like I said, refer to the Country Journal. It will give you all the information in there that you need of our comments. And I was a little surprised when Michelle and her team let us know that there wasn't a whole lot from Agua Dulce, which, hey guys, it's going to affect you too.
Absolutely.
It's very destructive. And I did bring one of these tonight for you, Don, and you can make copies if you so desire for the rest of your group. But it shows right here the Palmdale Station and where they're trying to meet in Burbank. And if you look at, they're calling it a slug, and to me that's kind of appropriate. It's kind of wormy.
Right.
Anyway, this is about 6 to 8 miles across.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do right now is to convince the High Speed Rail Authority that all they have to do is move it 2/3 of a mile there at the top. It will get it out of Acton. It will still, and it has to be underground in order for it to avoid Acton.
Okay.
So this is what we've presented to the High Speed Rail Authority and also to Supervisor Antonovich.
So the only alternative that Acton is that's acceptable
To Acton.
is underground.
Underground.
Perfect.
And where it comes out there at the top is Angeles Forest.
Right.
And supposedly it has to daylight there because of the elevation, but then we wanted to dive.
How far does it go there?
Pardon me?
How far does it go? Underground from Acton?
From Acton to Burbank.
All the way to Burbank?
All the way to Burbank.
Underground?
Underground.
Oh,
Okay, so
Through the forest.
Yeah,
Kim,
okay.
what you're asking for is that corridor.
We want
You don't care where it is, or?
Well, we want it in the Angeles Forest. We want it
Okay,
out
so
of
everything in the forest.
in the forest, out of
In and out.
Acton. Out of Acton. Get out of Acton's boundaries, put it as far into the forest,
Okay.
and still make it, and we're not trying to destroy other communities down the way.
Right.
We've kind of gotten some feedback from Shadow
Hey,
Hills.
you know what,
and
this is, at this point,
It's
you've
our
got to
fight.
fight for your own area.
Yeah, we're getting some feedback on that, but I say, you know what, guys?
Let them take it from there.
You guys have to stand up and do your fight too.
Right, I agree with
So,
Now you said, you may have mentioned something about if they just move it 2/3 of a...
2/3 of a mile
Where?
at that point at the top.
Where this point is?
Yeah,
Okay. So move it
2/3 of a mile
2/3.
east.
Okay, so move
East.
it, instead of being here, move it over
Well,
here.
wherever it comes out, it'll be somewhere, yeah, right in this general vicinity
Okay.
right here
Okay.
from the lake.
Okay, so
Because
then...
really the forest, I mean, look at the forest here, that goes all the way over here.
That's
So
right.
Yeah.
That's
you,
right.
So would you move
really-
all this 2/3?
Yes,
Okay.
and they don't obviously need 6 to 8 miles.
No.
They just aren't telling us where
Exactly.
in this log it's going to
They
be.
want to have free reign.
They want, that's right, they want a wide path
so are you referring to outside of the Acton Community Standards District?
outside of the boundary, the Acton boundaries.
And that would be the
And
Community
that
Standards
includes the
District.
community standards here.
Is there another boundary for Acton other than the community standards So then basically, and of course, obviously, on these maps, they never show any real detail.
Right, yeah, we can't see streets, we can't,
And they don't show the acton C is down here.
Right, but I will say, they added this in as an option as
Yeah.
opposed to.
Oh, yeah, it was gonna be.
So they're open to
well,
new areas, so if we can
Myra,
mirror what you have
can
said,
you go to the car and get my map? The big
To-
map that I,
bring it even further.
Tell me about your tutoring programs.
Okay, we have, well, perhaps our premier tutoring service is a subscription to tutor.com, and this provides free online tutoring every day from 3 to 10 p.m. And it's also available in Spanish and Vietnamese, but it's for all ages. And people just need a library card number, and then they can access it from here in the library, from home, anywhere they have internet access. And what's so great about it is you enter the information that you need help with, because there's multiple levels of help that it can provide. You can get as specific as saying, I'm in 5th grade, I have an algebra question, I've gotten this far, can you help me? Or as general as, oh, I need to do a report on the Crusades, what should I start with? And you put in the information, and it matches you as the student with a live tutor that has subject expertise in your area. So this isn't like a chat bot or a spam bot. This isn't, in some giant boiler room. These are people all around the country that this is their job. And most of the time they're retired teachers, they're professors, they're graduate students, and they will chat one-on-one with you live. It's in like an instant message type format, so anybody that's familiar with like Yahoo Chat or AIM Chat. And there's a whiteboard element, so you can actually draw out like chemistry problems. There's graph whiteboards, so you can do really elaborate math problems, and you can both back and forth. You write out stuff on the whiteboard and they respond and see it, and then they can walk you through steps of the problem. And this is something that's great because, a lot of times people are shy and they're embarrassed to ask questions, but this is done totally, anonymously, and they can get all the help they want. And it's not just for a traditional classroom type homework scenario. Like I said, this is for grade school all the way up through college level courses. It's also for adult learners, and also, pretty importantly right now, it's also for adult job seekers. You can get help on tutor.com on building your resume, on writing an effective cover letter, on interview questions and interview etiquette, things that are really important right now as the labor market kind of struggles to recover. And we have other ways to help students and job seekers and adults. There's Learning Express Test Prep. This is another subscription that we maintain. It has test preparation help for all the standardized tests that students encounter, things like the SAT and the PSAT, the ACT, but it also has career tests, things like the ASVAB, things like nursing school, EMT, like the police academy entrance exams, and people can do practice tests, they can study and review, and the program saves your work. It will grade it. It will even grade the writing portion of it, because a lot of these tests have an essay portion. So that's something that we offer. A lot of times people are so amazed at what they can do with just a library card number and a computer, and it's just so worthwhile when people are like, wow, I never knew. And talking about other electronic resources, we continue to build our catalog of ebooks and downloadable audiobooks. So for all the people that have, Nooks and Kindles or iPads or other tablets, you don't have to, pay for your content. A lot of it you can get from the library for free. And we continue, like I say, to build that catalog. And we've also been selected as a pilot site for an e-reader program. We are getting 65 Kindles that will check out to people as a book. So they will check out the Kindle and all the material is going to be preloaded on it, and they're done by subject. So it's really cool. So you'll have like a romance Kindle, a mystery Kindle, a history, a biography with titles already loaded on them. So people will get to experience e-readers, see if they like it, become familiar with it, all for free.